So the Tokyo Ghoul 10th anniversary project has just came out a couple hours ago, and I'm disappointed. And so are a lot of other people. But before I get into talking about my disappointment, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content about this type of stuff. And let's get right into this shit. For starters, I want to go off by saying I actually cannot believe that this has happened. I cannot believe that Period had the audacity to advertise this 10th anniversary event, make a whole new Twitter page, whole new TikTok, whole new a bunch of other stuff, all for a damn exhibition. They even counted down the days on their Twitter. Oh, there's 3 days left. Oh, there's 2 days left. Oh, there's 1 day left. I just can't believe that all of this stuff was done for an exhibition, bro. Like, bro, listen, if it was an exhibition for the manga, I understand, because people go to the exhibition for mangas to see the damn art for the manga. The art for the manga is beautiful. You know what I mean? The art for the anime is terrible. Period. Who is gonna go to that shit? Please let me know. But yeah, the first thing I want to preface by saying all this shit is I actually cannot believe that I fell for this shit again. I'm one person that's very passionate about this series. It's my favorite series of all time. And I was really hoping for a remake. Even if it was by Period, the same people that destroyed us in the first place, I was hoping they could correct their wrongs, and become different. But I was painfully mistaken. And this brings me to my next point. Now, to talk more about Studio Period. Studio Period. From a long time since I was a kid, you've been haunting this franchise with your presence. You've been haunting it. Just straight releasing dog water adaptations every single year of my favorite manga. Dog water adaptations. Adaptations that shouldn't even be in this world. I'm not even joking. I've never seen an adaptation adapt 179 chapters in 24 episodes. If you don't understand how crazy that is absolutely insane. That's insanity. That's insanity. And yet Period did it without a second thought in the world. Now that is just fucking crazy to me. And the fact that this fucking company can still sit here and promote this dog shit. Just promote this shit. Like, oh yeah, yo, don't worry, Tokyo Ghoul 10th anniversary. The fact that this fucking company still has the rights to my series, and they probably will always have the rights to my series, is insanely angering. This shit makes me grit my teeth. This shit pisses me the fuck off. Because are you really trying to tell me that for the rest of my life, I'm gonna have to deal with the reality that Tokyo Ghoul will never get a good Mappa type remake, a good Wit type remake, a good Madhouse type remake, a good Ufotable type remake, a good Kyoto type remake, anything you're talking about. I will never get a good adaptation from a good studio for Tokyo Ghoul, all because Studio Period are greedy fucks who will never let the IP go. Just let that sit in your heart. Just let that sit in your heart. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, bro, like, what if Period could do it right? I was one of those people, I was coping. I was like, you know what? What if Period have turned over a new leaf with Bleach Thousand Year Blood War? Bleach Thousand Year Blood War is a good adaptation of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, all right? I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying that the animation's a little stiff here and there. It's very stiff sometimes. Like when the characters aren't fighting, it's like they're fucking PNGs on the screen. I'm not gonna lie. But bro, Tokyo Ghoul doesn't deserve that type of adaptation. I don't understand. Period. You picked up 2 seinen manga ever, and it's Kingdom and Tokyo Ghoul. These are the only 2 seinen manga you ever had picked up. So tell me why, for some strange reason, when you picked up Tokyo Ghoul, you're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna adapt this shit. This is our forte. This is our cup of tea. This is not the Bleaches. It's not the Narutos. It's not all that shonen shit, bro. This is Tokyo Ghoul. You actually need to pay attention to shit, and you can't skip to the fights, bro. Enough about Studio Period. Let's talk about what we can actually do to get our remake. Now, the only things I can say would be that the exhibition coming up might actually announce something again, but take this with the biggest grain of salt you can ever take in your life, because for this time, I'm literally not going to get hyped Not gonna even try to anticipate anything. I'm just gonna let it happen. If it happens, it does. If it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. Because at this point, I've lost all hope. You know, I've lost all hope in this shit ever happening. But I'm just gonna strike a bargain. You know, maybe Periot might be cooking here. Maybe they didn't do all this shit for nothing, because it's so ridiculous that they did all this shit for absolutely nothing. It's so ridiculous to me. They've been marketing this since freaking March. Can you guys take that in? Since March of this year, they've been marketing this shit. And so we get to the anniversary, right? We wait 4 months for this shit. After the 4 months pass, they then tell us to wait another like 2 or 3 months so we can get to the exposition. What the hell is that, bro? What are we on about right now? What is that? After this little mini rant that I've gone on, I think in that moment, the last 10 minutes of when the announcement was supposed to happen and when it did happen, I think as soon as I seen this poster, this screenshot of whatever they posted for the exhibition, I knew that we're cooked. And I knew that we're always going to be cooked as long as this company has my series. So I've come to accept that I'm pretty sure that a Tokyo Ghoul remake will not be happening anytime soon, if not ever. I'm not gonna lie, that's a very grim reality to face, but it's time to come to terms with it. You know, I've learned to just accept these things and just move on, because it's, you know, part of life. I'm a grown-ass man now. I'm not a kid anymore. But like, it's just very disappointing, you know? And deep inside my heart, I really do hope it does. But I know, like, my brain is telling me that it's never going to happen. But my heart wants it to happen. You know what I mean? But still, man, like, I feel like there's no hope after this. The only hope we possibly could have is if Chojin X gets adapted by another studio and that blows up and they're like, okay, you know what? Fine, we're going to get the rights off Periot and adapt that too. That's the only way I can see this happening. The only way I can see this happening at this point. Because, bro, if you really look at Tokyo Ghoul, man, like, it's only going to get less and less popular as the time goes by. It's not going to get more popular than it is right now. And if you ask me, right now would be the perfect time to release something like Tokyo Ghoul, but it just flies over Periot's head because they're a bunch of retards. Anyways, what's next for us Tokyo Ghoul fans? And what's next for Tokyo Ghoul as a franchise? Honestly, I feel like Tokyo Ghoul's cooked. I feel like as a franchise, the only thing we're going to have for like the next 10 years is just straight merch and some other bullshit that might get announced. I don't know. Maybe a spin-off. Never fucking know. All that trash shit, bro. That's the only things that we might have under our belt. After this disappointment today, I'm not going to lie. I feel like we're cooked. Like, as a fan base, we're cooked. I feel like it's finally time to move to another series if you're a Tokyo Ghoul fan, because there's going to be no new content coming out for this series, I think, ever again. And it's really a shame, because this series could have been something great, you know? Could have had amazing animation if it was adapted by Madhouse, Wit, Mappa, you know, if it was adapted by these giant anime studios, these studios that are actually respected and known for doing works like these on a regular, other than this studio that just usually does shonen anime and doesn't know how to adapt anything properly. Like, you know, maybe if it was adapted by those studios back in the day, things wouldn't have turned out like this. But that we have to face the reality. Things were adapted like this. Things are gonna stay like this. And if Studio Period don't release the IP for the Tokyo Ghoul anime, we're just stuck. You know, we're just stuck. Like, there's nothing we can do about it. And I highly doubt that they will release the IP, because why would they? This shit still makes them money. You see how much attention they generated off those little posts for the anniversary. Like, bro, this shit's gonna make money in Japan. You already know. And yeah, it's like, that's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's the way we should all accept Tokyo Ghoul is gonna be, man. It's sad, but it's the reality. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna be dropping more videos. Maybe if any news comes out later on, and I'll see you guys, bro. Bye-bye.